You might not have heard of director Gareth Edwards, but you've certainly seen probably at least one of his movies. He directed a Godzilla movie in the 2010s. He directed Rogue One, a Star Wars film, in the 2010s. And now he's directing a completely original IP that he kind of made himself. It's called The Creator. It's about rogue AI, and it is way better than I thought it was going to be. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on that red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content. So I really dig this movie. Like, really dig it. It's about a like special forces espionage spy guy named Joshua Taylor. It takes place in the near future, I think like 30 years in the future from now. He is basically like an AI created by the United States, nukes Los Angeles, and as a result, the US bans AI. Asia does not, and this country called New Asia has like fully embraced AI technology. And so Joshua is like, he goes through this really like difficult situation where he loses his wife, and was like undercover the whole time, like a double agent. And then he's recruited by his government 5 years in the future to go capture and destroy this super weapon that can ultimately take out this this big floating like spaceship satellite called the Nomad that can just like launch orbital strikes all over the world and is really cool. So he's trying to find this super weapon that can destroy the Nomad. The problem is he finds the super weapon, and it's a child that's also an AI. And so he finds himself in a conundrum. Is he going to betray his government to save this little girl? Is he going to kill her? Like, what is his ultimate objective? And the fact that the movie like has a lot of gray areas to it, I think really works in its favor. It looks fantastic. John David Washington is great in everything. He's fantastic in this. The performances across the board are great. Ken Watanabe is awesome. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, so The Creator is much better and more engaging than I thought it was going to be. And there is one criticism I have of the movie, one critique, and that's that the ending and some of the plot twists are a bit predictable. And this is a movie that is like nonstop plot twists. Plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, especially in the last 30, 40 minutes of the film. But overall, was super duper impressed with it. It's really well paced. I like that the characters have nuance. You're not really sure whether Joshua is the good guy. I mean, he's the protagonist of the film, but the fact that he's not like your stereotypical good guy is great and really works well in the film's favor. His relationship with the little girl is incredible. It's all really well written and directed, and the performances are great. And considering the fact that Rogue One turned out to be great in spite of Gareth Edwards, a lot of people probably don't know that that movie went through pretty significant reshoots, where I believe it was Tony Gilroy had to come in and reshoot much of the film to get it to where it was something they could actually put on screen. It speaks to the fact that Disney is a complete and utter train wreck and has failed Star Wars at every step of the way. And I'm not even mentioning what they did at Indiana Jones, because I have thoughts on that, and they're negative. The fact that he was able to like take this original IP and do something really special with it is great. I love this movie. I thought I was gonna like it. I thought I was gonna like it okay, but I didn't think I would love it, and I really do love it, despite being a little rote, and some of the things being really predictable with it. I think the movie's great. Huge fan of The Creator. One of my favorite movies of the year, and it's probably not going to do really well at the box office, but you should support it because it's great. Most of that's because of the SAG-AFTRA, the Writers Guild strike, and screw all those guys anyway. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you liked it, found it helpful, I hope you would consider subscribing. You can also like and share it. That tells the powers that be that it's worth promoting. And hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of The Creator, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.